Alright, hello again YouTube, welcome back to more From the Depths. Now, today, I have a bit of a special announcement. We hit 250 subscribers, hooray! We did it, I think we're on 253 last time I checked. But this is not the 250 sub special. That's not happening just yet, but I wanted to mention it. So thank you to everyone who's sticking around and still watching. But I do have a few things to talk about today. Aside from that, I mean, that will be one of the topics, but... So, obviously we've been working on our Battleship. That's still what we'll probably be doing towards the end of the episode, but there's a few other things I wanted to do first quickly. Clear that off for now. First of all, another person from the comments, I believe this was Dammadok, I want to say 86, I think I even wrote his name down, 82, has been donating some crafts, or at least providing some to take a look at. I figured we'd have a little look at that. We'll maybe load the two planes first. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. That is Cat deciding to interrupt recording. What do you want, Molly? I'm trying to record. Why would you do this? I don't actually mind. It's just annoying. I can't get a good picture of her for the or a good shot of her for the camera. What was it? It was 3, wasn't it? Yes, that was the other one. So first of all, tiny planes. Yep, this is the, I believe it was the Bird of War, the Spather, and I think that's the Richthofen. I believe this is the Red Baron's plane. I believe this is a bit of a replica. Of course, a famous, I want to say, World War I fighter ace who flew around in a bright red triplane. Not too dissimilar to this one, because again, indeed, I believe it's meant to be a bit of a replica, or at least something like that. I don't know how many people he was supposed to have shot down. I know he was eventually killed, but he obviously was quite a scary fellow and had quite a scary plane. But yes, out of these 3, yeah, we also this one I believe he said had a fair bit of spin clipping, which I can totally understand. I mean, look at the weapons, since they're clearly clipped inside the wing. Actually, are they? What? Are these direct loading? I think these might be direct loading guns. Actually, that's an interesting one. A couple of autocannons and everything. The tiny little Spather or Sparta. Oh, it does have guns. I thought for a moment it didn't. What have we got? Some autocannons and some, I think he said, rockets. They did talk to me a little bit about these. Yeah, that's a rocket if I ever saw one. And, of course, there's the torpedo bomber, which looks to be carrying a single torpedo bomb. Not too much to say about that. Jets on the wings in Sting. I guess that's for stabilizing it. Yeah, I suppose it would be, because these haven't got, they haven't got active control surfaces. We'll throw a bit of little something to see how they do, and then we'll load something else in. Like I say, I think I've said this before, but I'm happy to show off you guys' designs. If you play this game and you want to show off what you've been making, join the Discord and send them to me. Like the link's in the description now. I think I maybe thought it was earlier, but it wasn't. But the link is actually in the description now, so yeah, send in your craft files if you want me to take a look at them and feature them on the channel. I'm very much happy to do so. There's also some surface ships. And a non-surface ship. Was it Blood Ocean? Blood Ocean class submarine. Oh, it's chunky fella. No wonder. I remember him saying it was chunky. He's not wrong. It didn't look that fat in the in the image. It looked a lot slimmer than that. Not too much needed to say though on that. It's a submarine. It's got functional torpedoes that hit pretty hard by the look of it. What scale are these? Are these small? I think they're small torpedoes, but they're hitting quite hard. Where are you, chunky fella? No, those are large. I was going to say they were hitting quite hard. Okay. Let's see, there's a few more left. Yeah, I was going to say some surface ships. Let's load the whole lot in for the surface ones. And there's a pocket battleship as well. We can take some inspiration, potentially. It's actually cheaper than ours already. We'll have to test them against each other at some point, potentially. And the Rorke's Rift. Some slightly Punisher names, I noticed. In fact, that would seem to be a general theme. I think some of these, I have a vague feeling it was mentioned, were built before the Slopes update. If they are... No, that doesn't look like it. I was going to say that might be, but no, I don't think that is, actually. I think it's just a case of his curve smoothing has improved since this one. Nice looking, though. They are loading in our colours, so they look a bit weird. I believe he has them in some navy blue mostly, I think. But I actually like it with the white and red. They look quite nice. You've got the grey hull at the bottom. Waterline, actually at the waterline, and they're floating better than ours do as well. What has been done to cause that, I wonder? Maybe helium pumps instead of air pumps, perhaps. Yeah, they're nice looking. I like this raised bridge. This sort of looks like an earlier style one, I would say. This is almost a bit World War One looking. This is... I have no idea what era this is supposed to be. This looks... not sure, actually. This is a bit more World War Two. They're very heavily covered in guns. This thing is very futuristic looking. I like the... I like this. I like the ammo ejectors as the chain ports. That is nice. And the anchor's nice, too. Carolus Rex Mach 4. One he's been working on for a while, I would imagine, with that name. Have a look at that shell. Armor piercing. See what he's been doing. Ah, okay. Armor piercing head, secondary shaped charge heat. HE warhead and a base bleeder. That's interesting. Extremely high velocity, but very small actual shell. Interesting. I suppose, yeah. I suppose that gets the explosive through the armor. Ooh, lightning bolts. Let's load up a big one from the campaign. That's that huge American thing, and put two against each other. Take a bit of a look. Yeah, the maximum. I think I mentioned this in a really early episode, but from my understanding of this one, this was basically a case of how big a ship can we fit through the Panama Canal? Do it. Make it happen. Oh, I say make it happen. They didn't actually build this thing. I mean, look at it. It's silly. Six barrel turrets. And it's got 4 of them, and they're huge. How big are these things? Literally can't even tell. The game can't tell, and by that I mean it's not on my side, so I think I can't see it. Well, they might be good fighters, I couldn't tell you. 2 of them have collided with each other. This is probably not showing them off at their best, but I figured we should at least see them in a little bit of action. Yeah, this one's having to hold fire a lot because he's shooting into his friend. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry about this, Dammer. Oh dear. Not that I'm going to cut this out, of course. I don't hold with that, partly because it means extra time spent video editing that could be being used for literally anything else. Yeah, no, I like these. Lots of AA. Always good, like, seriously, a lot of AA. Even some simple weapon AA, which is kind of interesting. He's got, like quad-stacked auto-cannons on top of the turrets. Are they any good as a weapon system? If they are, I can't get them to fire. That might work, okay. I suppose if you haven't got the more simple weapons mod, you've got to make a neater equivalent, and I guess that would be it. No, wait, I say that, and then he's got... Oh, no, those are the games built in simple weapons, aren't they? I was going to say I say that, and then he's got some, but not quite. That's a little awkward, the way they clip in there, but... Yeah, no, I think I like these ones overall. Oh, we can get a look... We can get an X-ray view inside one, sneak peek. How's he built his armor scheme, whatever's left of it. Similar sort of thing to the AI. Yeah, layers of regular armor. Heavy beams. No heavy armor? Maybe not on this one. Maybe this one's not big enough to warrant it. Yeah, it doesn't look like any heavy armor on this one. I guess that's not big enough to warrant it. Maybe on this fella? It's been cracked open? Yeah. Layer of heavy armor behind the thing. It's interesting that you've gone for the second layer being heavy as well, rather than further in. I'd have thought if you're going to put heavy armor on your craft, you'd either put it right on the outside and bank on it, like absorbing enough damage to save it before it's destroyed, or put it right on the inside to make it the cheapest it could possibly be, but people don't really seem to go for that. So have a quick look at the pocket one again. So the pocket one was this one. So, for his money, he's got 500mm guns, dual barrel. They are firing saber hollow points with quite a bit of damage. Yeah, that is a gun. Them sure do be a gun. Right. Now, I'll do a little bit of construction on the battleship while I talk about the next bit. I'll maybe try and redesign the turret head, because I do feel like it is a bit small. Someone mentioned it was kind of small looking. It didn't look quite right for Battleship, and I'm like, yeah, it's functional as is, but it doesn't feel quite right. It's too small for the size of the hull we've got. I can find the rangefinder. I'll take that off, but I am going to use that again because that was a good little trick for the aesthetics, I think. Yeah, as I said, these are decos as well. Oh, can I not get these off? How do I get these off? Are they just stuck there? Oh wait, I could do... Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, I genuinely don't know how to get rid of these now. Oh, they're tipped. Okay. That's because they are still tethered, but because I took... Is it because I took the thing off? No, I guess it's just tethered them to there. Anyway, right. I don't know why that appeared, but okay. Right. Let's widen these, and yes, I was going to talk about what we were thinking of doing next. So, what I wanted to talk about was, as I mentioned earlier in the thing, we got to 200,000 subscribers. 200,000? Brain? Brain? 250? Where did I get 200,000 from? God, that would be nice. No, we got to 250 subscribers just the other day. And I'd like to do a special. And it's kind of a couple of choices potentially of things we could do. And I'm not 100% sure yet what the best thing would be. I brought up a few things last time. I believe someone said, yeah, Kerbal would be good. Potentially. So that's like, yeah, cool. That is an option. Someone mentioned Cosmo Tier. And interestingly enough, I'd found out about that quite recently. And I was also thinking, hey, this looks pretty good. I'd be interested in getting that. So we could potentially, I will be able to pick that up, not when I do a bunch of recordings tomorrow, but I'll be able to pick it up on Friday. So we could potentially do start a bit of a playthrough on that, perhaps. Do that as our sort of 250. It's a spaceship builder, not quite the same as From the Depths, probably... Would it be fair to say it's closer to Faster Than Light? Maybe? But with building elements? I don't really know quite what you'd directly compare it to game-wise, but 2D spaceship builder looks good. Looks like the sort of thing I'd like. So we could potentially do that. Astrox has had a few updates. We could come back and have a look at that. Kerbal, as I mentioned, we could go back and play some more Kerbal. I do like Kerbal Space Program. It is still around, of course. Oh, what else would be good? Any other games you guys have to suggest, obviously, that I see that look nice? Again, Cosmoteer looks like a good one at the moment. That's what I'm considering. Oh, that was the other one I was looking at. Strangely enough. Any of you guys that have watched the really early stuff I did, where I did a few reviews, which back sort of before I realised I was not great at editing those, and also they're very hard on your throat when you have a lot to say, which I did, because they always ended up long. Although, of course, a lot of you guys found my channel from the old From the Depths review, now I think about it, right? Like, I think that was what brought a lot of you guys in early on. Oh, does that look like a rangefinder? Well, that kind of looks like a rangefinder, actually. Oh, but it doesn't mirror very well. But yeah, one of the things... Sorry, to get back on where my train of thought with that was going, was one of the games I reviewed early on was Farm Simulator. Strange enough, yes. I might be playing this on the channel, but I actually do rather like Farm Sim, and they're doing the Platinum update very soon, which is adding a bunch of logging stuff, strangely enough. A bunch of forestry-related stuff. So, that's coming out, I think it's next week. Something like the 14th, I think. So, potentially, if you guys wanted me to maybe cover that, it would be that or Cosmoteer. With the current budget, it's one or the other. That's potentially an option as well. But yeah, so if you guys have any strong thoughts on potentially what you'd like me to do for the big 250, big, well, big-ish, big for us, let me know. Seriously, let me know in the comments. I really am willing to take suggestions, because it's, you know, it's like, it's partly my efforts that I got this far, but it is entirely also yours, because, you know, you guys are the ones actually watching this. I do greatly appreciate it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I am willing to listen to suggestions on that. We've got a bit of time. There'll be a bunch of episodes hopefully recorded tomorrow if the recording schedule doesn't get thrown out again. Because Wednesday is supposed to be recording day. It just always seems to get thrown off. Oh, that doesn't look quite right. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, you got until Friday, I guess, to get them in a way that I'll still be able to listen to them on time to actively do something about it. Which I guess would be, what would it be? Friday. If it's the 8th today, we're on Tuesday, right? I'm not going mad. It's the 8th today, and that's Tuesday. It'd be, what, the 11th, I think? I believe that's right. Yeah, they still look... They maybe look a tiny bit small, but they do look better. They will be a little bit tougher as well, better side armor. And armor from the back as well. It's not a bad thing by any means. Yeah, I think it's maybe because the style's a little wrong. It could kind of ideally do with a... Actually, I know what it could kind of do with. Where's the center of the gun? Also, I don't know if I've had a chance to say this, but I greatly appreciate whoever it was in the comments who said, is anyone else imagining me doing like the like crane noises when I like put the turrets in? And I'm just like, oh boy, I can now. So thanks for putting that in my head. Yeah, if I put something in like that, it kind of looks like they've got like a rounded bit at the bottom. Maybe if I do that 3 long, that might look better though. Might have to redesign the bottom of the gun, but kind of like how it looks. It kind of looks like it's on a slightly rounded base. We'll have to smooth this out though. Yeah, that looks alright. Do I have the turret heads mod? No, I think it was outdated now, isn't it? As I say, I'd use the old turret heads mod at the rounded parts, but I think that's out of date. Oh, mind you, I say that. Hang on. We are not cavemen, SpongeBob. We have technology. Hang on. Even if we can't use these for placing them directly, we can still decor them, right? We did a jet and then went... It's a weird look, but it kind of works, right? Yeah, it looks kind of rounded. Yeah, you know what? That's unusual looking, but I kind of like that. Why not? Okay, let's... Subjects mode. It is the... Battleship. It's not a 500mm turret, is it? That's the wrong thing. Pocket Battleship main gun turret. That doesn't look like it's... Okay, that has not saved properly. So that doesn't look quite right. How do I... Okay, that is now saved. Right. Let's cut those ones out. Might be a little bit of a long build to get this thing done, but I suppose we're getting through it. What I might have to do is chop out part of the back of the superstructure to fit the rear gun. The front ones will probably be fine, but subjects mode. I lined up. Crane noises. Ooh. There we go. And that's in place. And we're in. Now, yes, I was right. We are going to have to chop the back of the superstructure off because the turret won't be able to rotate. I'll leave it as it is. That's fine. I don't mind adjusting portions of the ship for stuff like that. It'll make it a tiny bit cheaper because it's not as big. What I might also do... Why is this... Yeah, this was something I noticed last time, I think, as well. Why is this so... Why is this so awkward? Why is this... That's the middle. Yeah, that is wrong. It should be stopping there. Why is it so weirdly shaped? Is there something under the hull I don't know about? Oh, what's this? Is the magazine well the wrong shape? The magazine well's the wrong shape, I think. Why is this so weird? No, that is the shape it's supposed to be. That can't be right, can it? Unless these two bits are both wrong. Hang on. Is it because it's supposed to be like that? No. No, it is just wrong. Why is that bit so weird? Huh. I guess we'll just, like, do something like that. Oh! That was the other one. I knew there was another one for the, potentially for a special. The one I have got, the game I've got some content in, Ways of Steel, if you guys remember from that playthrough, I actually did some commissions work. I have some stuff I actually made in that game, has been getting some more updates as well. So that's another one that potentially you guys could suggest for me to go over. We could go back to Ways of Steel and see what they've done with that. Because it is one I mean to finish someday. And I have a feeling it might even have said something like the storyline, its content is complete now. Or at least mostly complete anyway. So yeah, that's another one. Like I say, I'll listen to your guys' suggestions. You've got until Friday to get them in. But yeah, that is one we could do. It'll be a long episode. Whatever it is, it'll be a longer than normal episode, I suspect. Or at least I'm going to try and plan for it to be a longer one. Also, as said, I could potentially try and stream something. If you guys are interested, and if I thought enough of you were going to be there, to be worth the time to set it up. So I wouldn't mind trying that someday, but... Right. I think that's looking fairly good. But of course, the litmus test is, do they actually rotate properly? We don't have a bridge, do we? Let's set it up inside this armoured section, even if it's not got the best field of view. We'll set it up in here for now, and we'll maybe move it up into an actual windowed room later. But for the sake of testing, we'll just stick them in here for now. Right. Gun turrets can rotate all the way around. No? They're not? Oh, because of the thing, right? No, it actually just can't rotate all the way around. Really? Did I already set some limits on this thing? Did I already set the limits up? Kind of looks like I have, but... Huh. Still firing just fine. Double check. So what's I saying about the shells again? But I'm just gonna... I don't think it was a big thing, but I'm just gonna very quickly double check the... Oh, there's the thing about the sort of guessing roughly how big an autoloader you'll need. I wanted to check the shells themselves, though. Oh, hang on, I can just do APS access intakes edit. Yeah, I think it said about having saber bodies on it, but it's solid. Oh yeah, was I going to tweak them a bit? I think they're probably right. Right, we've got pretty good speed. We've got high thump damage. Yeah, the shells were fine, I think. Seem to remember them working okay in testing. Right. How do they look proportionally? The guns look better. They're still a little small, and I think that's more the case of the ship itself is too big. Like the nose section is really too big. I wonder, it'd be a pain in the backside to move it, considering where it is. I was thinking I wonder if I could shrink it, because the ship is quite expensive, but then again, the nose kind of isn't the bit with the valuable stuff in it, I suppose. That's the centre mass, really, isn't it? Oh, why are those guns not firing? Hello? You guys okay? Should be. Yeah, I think one of the things that bothered was these were wrong. If they wanted to be set dual purpose, they're kind of set up wrong, which you know what? Fair enough, my bad. Oh, they're not synchronized wrong, are they? They are synchronized wrong. They should be. They should be on a weapon on the same turret. Okay, let's make sure they're all set right. I had a feeling something weird was going on there. Nothing. You should be synchronized with 10. You should be synchronized with number 8. Sync you off automatically as well? No. Oh wait, no, that did do it right, didn't it? Because that would be the right one. Is that synchronized number? Nope. Make sure these are all synchronized with each other. I don't think you have to do both sides, but unless they're all the weapons on the same turret. Right. No, I think they are being screwed up, actually. I think they do just want to be... We'll just say the one on the left. So the one on the left is synchronized, the one on the right is not. So, weapon on the same turret, number 12. You... No. You... Weapon on the same turret, yep. You... Nothing. Yeah, I think that was the one that was firing properly, so I might have screwed that up. Number 8, yep. It's on both, so it was right. Nothing, and same for you. Number 14, and nothing, not number 13. Yeah, fires as soon as it can. Excellent. Right, all guns are firing as intended. The recoil is definitely got a bit of a kick on the main guns, which might be something we have to address, actually. I might even... I don't know if just fitting recoil absorbers is a good idea, because that changes the ship's characteristics. We'll finish a bit more of it, and then we'll try it out, I guess, in combat. That'd be the other thing. Right, let's... tell you what, we haven't got too much longer left, but let's maybe finish the deck on the superstructure. Like I say, I had a few things I wanted to go over this time, which I obviously have. I like keeping you all involved and up to date. Right, so that'll be our superstructure. Again, it's kind of a shame that we're going to have kind of big thing of empty space. Anyway, for now, let's also position our anti-air. I guess we could use some of these, right? These are probably a bit big for that. Actually, that does look quite nice, having a additional turret sort of mounted up there like that. Although I guess that does beg the question of why we bothered making these manually if we're going to use pre-builts, but that kind of fits. That's probably is because it's meant to be the third in a trio of turrets. Yeah, I wasn't planning to have another one there, but did this fire the same shells as the other one? No. Maybe not, though. Because considering we've already kind of built the we've kind of already budgeted for the secondaries. The main ones anyway. This is more the tertiary AA mounts, isn't it? Could have some Yamato style big fella secondaries. At least one of them anyway. Japanese style, I guess, would be more accurate. Imagine, I don't know if just two of those would be great. Should have done Yamato and Musashi. Survivability is very high, needs a large space. What do they cost? 8,000 each. Well, survivability is very high, as they say. Like, 10,000 is a lot of health. Yeah, it's like double some of the others. To get to the really big ones. We'll give it a try. Are these the same ones? No, these are smaller. But if we see one that seems to fit better, we might end up using that. Various sizes of gun. These are probably a bit large. We probably want the small close. Oh, those are the little ones. Little chubby guns. Quite what we want. Slightly the wrong era. Oh, these are smaller. Okay, we want the medium then. What? No, we want the medium. Ah, these are the ones I was thinking of, I think. Thinking of the Japanese ones. Yeah, these sorts were they. Is that just a triple 96 but shielded? It is, isn't it? It costs twice as much. X. Then, yeah, we've got those ones that prove themselves reasonably okay. They've proven themselves basically alright. Shielded one of those. At 4 fire rate, best muzzle velocity. Alright. That might not be bad, actually, given hitting the aircraft is sometimes the hard bit. So tell you what. Have a triple rank of those at the centre, and then we'll mount some other stuff higher up. Got a bit of Russian weaponry on here as well. They might Russia might have pulled a bit of a big oops in terms of world relations recently, but that doesn't mean they can't sometimes build good equipment. Again, their current stuff seems to be a little under par, but hey ho. This is their current stuff. Right. Have a sort of, I guess, mounted on a turret style bridge for the forward bridge on this one. Maybe extend backwards a bit and then sort of overhang. Yeah, like a narrow bit with a bit of a sort of gap at the back. I don't know, but that's not a very good way of explaining it. But I'll show you what I mean by just actually building it. Go like that. We smooth this out a bit. Yeah, well, actually, we could go like that, even. Bit of variation in the shape. And under there, we'll have these. There we go. I think that looks all right. And then if we preemptively put in a spot for our main mast, sort of space reserved, I guess. We build it on top of that. It's all right. Oh. And there we go. And let's send it out like that. I just realised, I hope I'm not I haven't been talking about the 250 subs thing and I haven't already mentioned it in a previous episode. I genuinely can't remember. It's been a while since I recorded. I don't know if I said like we were nearly there or whether we'd actually already hit it or not. But anyway, I think that's where we'll leave it for today. Budget, yeah, it's looking like we might be close to the 700,000 mark, but it is pretty much decorations at this point. We may end up retweaking some of the ship because again, it's still very rear heavy. I might even be tempted to put some lead ballast in the front, but we'll see how it goes to sort of level it out passively a bit. But right. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. I know it's a little off topic, but hopefully you've enjoyed A, having a look at Damma's stuff, and B, what we've done today, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to suggest for our big celebration. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.